Hi there, Sarah Mitchell from Inspired Education Services here, and today I want to ask you a question. Are you teaching phonics the right way? You might have caught my last video where I talked a little bit about different approaches to teaching phonics and how they're not all created equal, but today I want to dive into a little bit more detail on what makes a phonics program truly effective. Don't forget, if you enjoyed this video, please like and share with your friends so that they can see it too, and subscribe to this channel so that you can see more of this content. If you stay until the end, I'm going to give you a chance to download my free phonics assessment so that you can implement some of these strategies that I'm talking about today in your phonics teaching. In the last video, I talked a little bit about incidental phonics, which is an approach where we read a text with the child, and as they come across a word they don't know, we might point out some of the phonic patterns in that word so that they can break down the code a little bit and decode the word. Now, incidental phonics can tend to be a little bit haphazard and usually only involves one introduction or a few introductions of the word. And so it can be really tricky for struggling readers to pick up phonics using incidental phonics because they really need a lot of repetition and structure to be able to break the code. So there's nothing wrong with using incidental phonics as an extra approach when we're practicing reading, but it shouldn't be the primary focus of a really good phonics program. Good phonics programs use what's called synthetic phonics, and this is an approach where we break down the English code and teach one pattern, one sound at a time in a short list of words so that the child achieves mastery and fluency in reading those words before we move on. So having talked about incidental and synthetic phonics, I want to talk a little bit more about what makes a program truly effective, and that is making it structured and systematic. This means that our program follows a clear progression from the easiest patterns through to the more difficult ones, usually starting with individual letter sounds and things like consonant blends, consonant digraphs, moving on to vowel digraphs and trigraphs, so that the child is carefully introduced to more and more complex phonic patterns throughout the program. And this is what makes the difference between an okay program and a really excellent one. A lot of teachers do use synthetic phonics in their teaching, but sometimes we can overlook the systematic and structured part. Now I want you to think about the program you're using. Is it using synthetic phonics? If yes, is it using a program that is structured and systematic? If you'd like to get your hands on that free phonics assessment that I mentioned at the beginning of this video, just click the link below and I'll email it out for you. It's all laid out with the easiest patterns at the beginning, moving on to the more difficult ones, and it will help you to address and laser target the gaps that your learner has so that you can be sure you're using structured, systematic, synthetic phonics, which is the best approach to a phonics program if you're trying to help struggling readers and spellers. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like and share and subscribe to this channel, and I will see you in the next video.